simply trained to behave in ways that make you easy to control. Machiavelli warned us something people ignore today. A feared man lives safer than a loved one. Not because he hurts people, but because he doesn't give them access to his mind. That wasn't philosophy. It was a reality check. Right now, you give people too much emotion, too much honesty, too much visibility into your inner world. And trust me, every person in your life has taken notes on you. Your anger, your softness, your doubts, your weakness. If you want power, you must become someone people cannot read and cannot provoke. And here's the harsh reality. People are studying you. Your reactions, your silence, your mistakes, your confidence, your weakness. Every behavior you show teaches them exactly how to treat you. You think you're being honest, you think you're being real, but you are giving away the blueprint to your mind. And the wrong person only needs one weakness to break you. So in this video, you're going to learn 7 behaviors that make people secretly fear you without saying a word.
Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to my live. How you all doing today? I hope you all are doing fantastic. Hope you lot are having a great day. It's a beautiful day to just venture out and do whatever you want to do. And you will definitely accomplish whatever you set out to do. Remember, everything is mental, everything is in the mind. So once you see yourself accomplishing or want to accomplish something, what you need to do? You need to see it first and then you put in the work. Not true? So things can only go the way how the level of work you put in, it determines what come back at you, right? Definitely. So, Grand Rising, the name that passed me, I see the name gone up. But Grand Rising, everybody, I'm live and Facebook, DJ Grace, Joseph Nielsen page, DJ Grace, TikTok. We got the people, and when just do the right thing, send an art me, tap the screen, share the show, and just take in the message. It's nothing that you have never heard before, but it's a little reinforcement, a little reminder. You know what I say? And we need that reminder on a day-to-day basis so we can just stay in alignment and do the work that we're supposed to do. It's nothing that we're hearing for the first time, but you don't know it, go. There is so much thing that is going on in this world that distract us and divide us from ourselves. You get what I'm saying? So you need this little reminder to let you stay in alignment. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So this one is called 7 behavior that makes people secretly fear you. Get what I'm saying? And when I say fear you, we don't mean like say fear you like afraid of you, but it's just meaning that people's gonna respect you. People is going to be mindful of how they approach you because they recognize that you are not no normal energy in the earth space. You get what I say? Yeah. So, remember how you present yourself. I see way so people are going to treat you. How you put out, you basically get back. Yes, what I say, because when you say fear God with fear God, right? It don't mean you must afraid of God. But with all reverence and know that the divine is above all. So reverence have to give because without God, without the divine, it can't be you. So you have to give reverence to that. The source, the main source that let everything work, basically. You get what I mean? I'm going to answer me match them people while my thing play. So when just stop up your screen, who can send gift. We don't have to run off for the live because when you see the match, when you run off for the live, I'm not even getting into that. But if you're here for a good reason and whatever is going on around here, so if you stay up on the live, is what I set up a screen, send gift or share the show, anyhow you want to support, you support. But you must support anyways. So I'm gonna play this clip because I'm King and I play yes because people are logging. And I'm breaking my fast and I'm taking this clip for the first time. So I decided to share it with you, my teach and learn people. So big of the people who are coming on the live, please just share, tap the screen. You can send star to support the live. Don't be afraid to support the live. Because sometimes people think say you have it and them don't want to support you. When you support the live. The earth don't need no more seed, but when you give the earth a seed, the earth give you back a plant of its kind. You get what I'm saying? So it is just there for you. Just like when you go to church, you give your offering. And so anywhere you go, anywhere in this world you go, right? And you are receiving, you must automatically be giving back. Everything, every energy, it must be exchanged. It must be reciprocating to be rewarding. Anywhere at all you go, that is showing your gratitude. And showing your gratitude is not just money. Giving out your energy. Sometimes it's your good thoughts. See my the wise one tapping the screen. He's tapping in the energy that's him giving. You get what I'm saying? Lord have no mercy. Let's go.
Behaviors that shift the room. Behaviors that force respect. Behaviors that quietly remove the power others think they have over you. Pay attention. What you're about to hear will force you to confront the version of yourself you've been hiding from. This might be the most important warning you hear this year. If you think you already know all these behaviors, you don't. Stay until the end, because the last one is the behavior that determines whether people treat you like a leader or like a target. Behavior 1. You don't react emotionally, even when provoked. There is a reason people fear you. And it's not because you're loud, aggressive, or violent. It's because you don't react. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable people get when you stay calm during chaos? When you don't raise your voice, even when someone tries to push your buttons? When you don't flinch, don't cry, don't explode? That silence terrifies them. You don't defend yourself. You don't flinch when someone tries to provoke you. You stay calm, cold. And that terrifies people far more than anger ever will. Most people are slaves to their emotions. Someone tugs on their anger, they explode.
Listen, let me interject. This is a very, very, very important piece of information, very important piece of knowledge, all right? This goes for me personally as well. And you don't want to be a slave to your emotions. That is why I'm really at this stage right now, right, where I'm working on myself, to manage myself better when it comes on to my emotions. Cause I'm one of them persons, to be honest. If you may say something I don't like or do something I don't like, you're going to hear it immediately, and it should be like that. That means you're not a master of yourself. You're not a master of your energy. And you must be true to yourself to know what level you are at in your spirituality. Don't be ashamed to even make it known that you have a problem, because none of us are perfect. You get what I'm saying? When you work on yourself, you become the best version of yourself. None of us just get up and just in high consciousness like that and vibrating high. It takes self-discipline. It takes work. You get what I say? It's not something that is going to happen overnight. That is why you must pay attention to yourself. Do not seek validation. Do not seek to be accepted by anybody. Just work on yourself, because you alone know your true growth. You alone know where you're at in your spirituality. It's all about you. It's never external, because people are going to judge you. And these days, I realize that I am not normal more than ever. And I embrace that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do, I try my best to stay in alignment and just continue working on myself. And while you're doing that, don't pay attention to the outside noise, because remember that the majority, all of us, has been programmed. Right? And we're just breaking away from being programmed, right? So this clip here is very, very important. Do yourself, thank you for sharing, Cosmical King. Do yourself a favor and listen to this clip. If you don't want to stay on my live and listen to it, it's okay. You can go on YouTube, type in 7 behaviors that make people secretly fear you. It's must that you get on that level. Know how to manage your emotions, and how you know how you get to that point is being disciplined. I was watching a live the other day, and yeah, yesterday, and it was a big debate if discipline is necessary or not. Of course, discipline is everything. In order to accomplish anything you want to accomplish in any way, financially, spiritually, physically, relationship, anything at all you want to achieve, you must discipline yourself. It's very important, right? That you discipline yourself in order to become and to be that person, or to get to that place, or to manifest that thing that you want to manifest. Discipline is very, 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 very important, because you always gonna be caught up in situations, or certain things are going to be introduced to you that you like to indulge in, whatever that is. But that is where the challenge come in, where you have to challenge yourself to discipline yourself when that time comes. Whatever that is, you must know where your weak point is. I knew where mine was. I can't say that I have a weak point at this moment, but I knew where mine was, and I worked on mine and still working on self, because you can't stop, you can't stop work on yourself, You cannot stop. You must continue. You get what I say? Yes. So when you identify that weakness, how you gonna become that powerful, strong person is when you overcome that thing, that are that energy that you are weak to. So listen to this, please. I am helping you. While I help myself, I help you, because I care. I genuinely care about you. So as I'm on the journey working on myself, I'm sharing the knowledge with you too. Is that alright? Of course.
Someone pulls on their insecurities, they crumble. Someone pushes a little, they break. But you control everything inside you, and that makes you dangerous. Let's start with the truth no one wants to admit. People don't provoke you to win. They provoke you to study you. When someone tries to irritate you, insult you, or embarrass you, they're not doing it for the moment. They're doing it to read your weaknesses. Do you get angry easily? Do you lose control? Do you expose your insecurity? Do you start defending yourself like a wounded animal? Because the moment you react emotionally, you reveal your pressure points. And the person who controls your emotions controls you. Machiavelli warned, whoever controls your emotions controls you. So he built his entire philosophy on one thing. Never let the enemy see you bleed. Never let them see you react. Now picture this. Someone insults you in front of others. Most people would fire back instantly, raise their voice, get defensive, show they've been hit. You don't. You look at them with the same face you had before they
I'm gonna share something with you, because I saw a comment that I knew I was gonna see. Alright, Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay. Okay, 11:30 will be fine. Um, okay, is that gonna be physical? Is it gonna be, or is it gonna be online? Yes, yes, that's cool. Thank you. Okay. I will get it started by then. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great day. Oh, bye bye. That was one of them call. Okay, good news, good news. That was one of them call I've been waiting to get. Anyways, so Black Razor, you realize the clip I play right now? So I have to acknowledge your comments. I knew when I put in this hairstyle, something inside of me told me that somebody's going to come in. Okay, you know, people, I love when people are expressive as long as you're not trying to disrespect me. But I'm at that place where whatever you say shouldn't have nothing to do with me. You know, that's your perspective, it has nothing to do with me. You get what I'm saying? So I shouldn't be offended or anything like that. But I'm gonna read Black Razor comment. He said, I think I saw you at the Universal Soul Circus. I knew somebody was gonna come and say that. I knew somebody was gonna come and say that. So I'm already prepared mentally. Is what I say. So because the clip I play now, yeah, may I work for myself. If it was like 3 days ago, I will just be at you like, but no, we don't need to do that. Whatever anybody thinks about you, it has nothing to do with you. You get what me I say? Nothing to do with you. Be more. I would have Mr. Kester the Valley come to the place. Big up Kester the Valley. Hi baby. Hi honey. Welcome to Teach and Learn. Somebody named Conscious in Righteousness. I like that name. Welcome in Kester of the Valley. And it is very important to get to that level there. Because we can't out here and say we have knowledge, right? We can't, listen to me, as a builder, right? They're going to give you a plan, right? They're going to give you a plan and you must follow that plan. You can't see the plan and see the door for there, so the window for cut out there, so and the staircase there, so that for go there, so that for go there, so and then you are going to say, no, so I'm going to think of it there, so I'm going to put it my way. How dare you? You get what I'm saying? So you must follow the protocol. So we will have the blueprint, the knowledge, the wisdom. We can't out here go like we are fool. Like, I know some act like lava. That's why I work on myself look more. Yes, what I say, can me believe like I just believe if you step on my toe, you're supposed to hear it. If you step on my toe, I believe if you step up on your toe. I believe if you're jumping on me, I juke out for your toe. Clean. But we can't look on it so. We can't look on it so literal. As what I say, self-management is very important. So as I work for myself, I come share to do work for yourself because it's very important. Very important. As a master, I not say to become a master because I am a master. So as a master, we have to know how to manage yourself. Energy management, not true. Welcome, Kester of the Valley. So now, watch here. I say time run off. Now is 5 minutes past the hour 2 in the UK. At 3 p.m. we're going to have the 1 hour endorsement with Crucial G God music. And of course, you know that that's still Kester of the Valley. So big up yourself, Kester of the Valley. Thank you so much. That's in the next hour. So I just come up and teach and learn because I've been busy all rising. Is it me I say? And as I'm saying, discipline is very important. Like this rising, I'm a very, very disciplined person. Like me personally, like I come and tell people every day, when I forget to know me, what I connect to. There are certain things that I don't do or do no more since my work for myself. Like, I say this publicly because somehow I'm my family, somehow I'm a close connections, and I don't talk to people if I don't get up and do my rising prayers and have that little devotion, that little thing with me and the divine. I can't answer my phone. I truth. And I will not break that for nothing. All if your last breath you take and you call me, I cannot answer. And God come first. Is what man says, I must look about myself spiritually first before I can take you on. That's how I keep my energy up. And I will continue to say this until you get it because I saw enough to do it. The only way I might just rise and answer my phone or reply to a text unless that person is literally high vibrational. That person have in alignment. Else me, I don't do that. And them something I teach how to protect your energy. You get what I'm saying? It's very, very important. So, I play a clip here, but I have to stop and talk about things. But I must share the things with you that you must apply to be disciplined. You get what I say? You must apply these things to be disciplined. It doesn't matter who it is. You set the boundary and you don't break the boundary, not even for you. You have to respect those boundaries you set. Yes. Let's play the clip. Castle the Valley, sweetheart. Big up. Big up the people on Facebook. Listen, I really say I'm not going to come out here and trouble you, no, but here we go on now. Me really expect, them say expectation lead up to disappointment, but me really expect the people that on my platform for a very long time to stop come on the platform and talk about good morning. When you start the full time, when you say Grand Rising, we are trying to move to a different direction. Team free. You get me? When you say Grand Rising, even if you don't say it nowhere else, when you come on my platform, you addressing me, you see me say Grand Rising, no man. You see me, I say we've been saying this for 5 years. Castle Valley. Yeah. We're trying to break away to be free. So we must apply the right, come on now. We must do the right application to be free. Let's go.
Said it. No blinking, no change in breathing, no shift in posture. You give them nothing. And suddenly, the attention in the room shifts. Because at that moment right there, that silence, that control, that is the moment they realize they can't move you. Everyone stops focusing on the insult and starts focusing on your silence. Because silence is not weakness. Silence is psychological warfare. People panic when they can't read your emotions. They start thinking, did I go too far? What is he planning? Why isn't he reacting? Does he know something I don't? Your calmness becomes a mirror that shows them their own anxiety. Seneca said, a man who is angry is not in control. A man who is calm is unstoppable. You become unstoppable when nothing controls you internally. Now listen closely and don't miss this. People expect you to react because your reaction gives them power. When you don't react, you flip the power dynamic. You become the observer, not the victim. You become the judge, not the defendant. They feel exposed, unbalanced, uncertain, and uncertainty is the root of fear. Because now it's clear that you don't play their emotional games. You don't lose your center. You don't give them access to your inner world. Marcus Aurelius said, if someone can provoke you, you are a slave to them.
I've been in situations where I knew persons will do things and say things because they knew that if they do that particular thing, it will trigger me. I literally heard voices in my head then. Do not answer. Be silent. Do not address this. Do not do this. Don't speak. Never drink your tea when it's hot. But guess what? I let my ego get the best of me, control me. I was never the one that was in control of my emotions. I feel that I must react immediately and that will give me some kind of satisfaction. Even though deep within I know it don't work like that. Because this is something that occurs over and over and over again. And to be honest, I've really been working on myself for the longest time where this is concerned. Until something drastic happens. It was like a wake-up call where I literally have to go in on myself in a different kind of way and realize that, you know what, you're the cause of this though. You can't even blame the other person because you knew that this person knew where it's, if they stick you there You know, like when you have a weak spot and a person just, they love to tickle you right there because they know you're afraid of your weak spot. I knew that they knew my weak spot. And if I know that, I have the power, right? But I still didn't do the right thing until, you know, it was one great day. And I went in myself and I realized that you, Grace, you are the problem because you know better. Because you're a master. You knew better. Silence is power. Let me tell you that. The secret lies in silence. And I'm still learning because I'm still connected to people where it's training me right now. Where when they go silence, I know what's up. I'm under construction still. I'm telling you, we must listen to our inner self. That inner voice. Don't ignore it. Accountability is key. Don't live in denial. Accountability is key. Don't be afraid to take responsible for even your thoughts. Because it start with your mind, your thinking those thoughts. Don't be afraid to take responsible, to be responsible. It's very, very important. They know your weak spot. I'm telling you, Classes of the Valley, they know it. They know it. And if you want to get those same person pissed at you, you see that same weak spot to them know? You see that same weak spot to them know? It's when you change direction upon them, confuse them, they're going to be mad. Trust me on that one. They're going to be mad. But it's not about them, it's about you. You know what I'm saying? Because when people say certain things to you or do certain things to you, they know, and they're looking for a reaction, and they because them study you so much, they know how you're gonna react. Because them study you. And narcissists, they study their prey. Trust me, a narcissist study their prey. Honestly. And to me, you know who you have to study? These narcissists. That was listen, to become a master, you need a narcissist in your life. And when you have that narcissist that you connect to, study them. Don't try to back and forth with them. Don't try to argue with them. Because it not gonna work. You understand what I say? You can't win. You cannot win a narcissist going back and forth with them, arguing with them. Because number one, a narcissist never hold accountability. A narcissist would never tell us them sorry. Never. They don't take responsibility for nothing. So you gonna be the loser. And you can't blame them because you do it yourself. But I'm learning how to learn from a narcissist. Get what I'm saying? They love when you're down. They love when you're sad. They love when you come to them and complain. I'm telling you, that's a narcissist. But you have to know how to deal with them. Is what I say? Listen to the clip. Welcome in everybody, big up on yourself.
Chose not to be a slave. Here's another truth.
The wise
The person who stays calm controls the person who can't. Your calmness frustrates people with short tempers. It exposes people who pretend to be strong. It reveals who they really are. They start to crumble. They say too much. They reveal their insecurity. They lose control trying to make you lose yours. You turn them inside out simply by not reacting. That is power. Understand this. Emotional control is not about being passive. It's not about being a robot. It's about choosing when and how you respond, not letting chaos drag you into a battle you don't need to fight. It doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you choose your timing. Yeah,
you're gonna lose. Because I remember I was battling with a narcissist for 9 years and I end up lose. You can't win. Oh, yeah, go win. I end up lose. I lose out. Battling with a narcissist for 9 years. You can't win. You can't win.
Respond when it's effective, not when you're triggered. You speak when it gives you leverage, not when you're disrespected. You act when they least expect it, not when you're provoked. This is why emotionally disciplined people rise faster than the talented. because talent collapses under emotional pressure. Discipline doesn't. Let me break down what your lack of reaction actually communicates. You can't control me. I don't fear you. That's why people avoid getting into conflict with someone like you. Not because you're aggressive, but because you're unshakable. Your calmness destroys their strategy before it begins. Now I want you to reflect for a moment. Think of the last time someone tried to pull a reaction out of you. Did you give it to them?
I did.
Did you give them emotional access to your mind?
I did.
Or did you stay silent?
I did.
And watch them fall apart trying to pull you down?
No.
Because here's the last truth I'll leave.
No, I really did. I'm taking accountability. I did give in, right? And when I went back and like meditating, I feel bad about it because I knew better. I did. So that's why I have to go to the drawing board right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really did. Come on now.
Leave you with. He who angers you conquers you.
It's true.
He who cannot anger you fears you.
It's true.
When you master your reactions, you master the battlefield. You become the calm in the storm. And nothing is more terrifying than a man who stays calm when everyone else is losing control. If this hit you deeply, drop this in the comments. I control my emotions. Behavior 2. You speak less than necessary. There's a reason the most powerful people in history barely spoke. Because the moment you open your mouth too much, you give the world the blueprint to destroy you. Because the more you speak, the more you reveal. And the more you reveal, the easier you are to predict, manipulate, weaken, and destroy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever told someone the truth and they twisted it? Have you ever opened up and they used your own words to poison your reputation? Have you ever talked too much and later wished you said nothing?
Yes.
That's the price of speaking more than necessary.
Yes.
Silence protects. Talking exposes.
It's true.
Machiavelli hinted at this when he wrote, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." And fools always speak first. Now listen carefully. There is a certain type of silence that scares people. A silence that forces them to wonder, what is he thinking?
Thanks for tapping the
Why
screen.
isn't he reacting? What does he know that I don't? Your silence becomes their paranoia. Let me paint a scenario you know too well. You're in a room. People are talking, arguing, explaining themselves, trying desperately to prove their point. You sit there, saying nothing. Not because you're confused, not because you're lost, but because you don't give your power away that easily. The loudest one in the room always feels strong, but the quiet one always is strong. Silence is not weakness.
No.
Silence is a strategy.
Yeah.
When you speak less, people project more. They fill the gaps with their own fears, assumptions, fantasies, and insecurities. You let them reveal themselves, while you reveal nothing. Seneca said, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." But pay attention. He never said everyone deserves understanding. Your words are currency. Spend them on people who earn them. Let me go even deeper. Talking too much destroys.
Your words are currency. Spend them on people. You hear that? As I would say, pour your energy in fertile ground. As I was telling someone the other day that came on my live, don't worry about the majority. Don't worry about how much people you see on the live. Is what I say? Just do what you got to do. Because guess what? When the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And if it's one person going to receive the word, with gratitude, you spread the knowledge with the one person. So that's where my thing at right now. Not bothering, not worrying about who want to do the application, who should get the message, and how they are going to do the application, if they are going to do it or not. That's not my business. I will be pouring my energy in fertile ground. When you are ready, I will know. When the students is ready, the teacher appear. So don't worry about the majority. You will know where to pour your energy. And as I said before, I don't care about numbers. I don't care about the crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's substance for me. I don't care about it. I rather 10-person genuine over here, so come join the movement and come to support, rather than have 100 people just sitting down criticizing me in my blue and pink hair. Because guess what? You don't see anything else, because I wanted to put 10 colors, but I don't have 10 colors yet. So I rather to have 10 people who just come for the message, rather than 100 people come sitting looking at me, commenting rubbish that has nothing to do with me, because I really don't care. How would that? Popcorn, big up yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's where it's at. We don't give a shit.
Destroys your aura. Every additional sentence is another window into your mind. Another chance to expose your weakness. Another chance to contradict yourself.
Run rising.
Another crack in your armor. The moment you explain yourself too much, you lose respect. The moment you justify yourself, you lose authority. The moment you talk to fill silence, you lose mystery. People respect what they don't fully understand. That's why the quiet ones rise and the talkers fade. Here's the harsh truth. Weak people can't stand silence. They rush to fill it because they fear judgment. They fear being misunderstood. They fear not being liked. You don't speak to be liked. You speak to be heard.
Yeah.
And because you speak rarely, every word you drop carries weight.
Yes.
That's what makes people fear you.
Yes.
Imagine this. Someone confronts you. They accuse you. They challenge you.
Yes.
They want a reaction. Most people would
With
panic,
them.
explain everything, defend themselves, speak until they feel safe. But you let them talk.
Let them
You
talk.
listen. You watch them reveal their emotional weakness.
Yes.
Then you respond with 5 words
Yes.
and cut deeper than
Yes.
their 10-minute rant.
Yes.
That's power.
Power.
Let me teach you something no one else will. If your words don't improve your position, your silence will.
Brass.
Powerful people
With
speak
them.
to direct. Weak people speak to relieve anxiety. Which one are you?
Strong
Look
one.
at your life. How many problems came from something you said? How
Huh?
many relationships died because you shared too much? How
Yeah.
many enemies were born because your mouth moved faster than your mind?
Talk too much. I must elaborate. I have been there. I am guilty of that. Oh, talk, because I think that okay, this one is connect to me, so I must share everything. This one must know my business, and it become a weapon against me. I keep on telling you, it's not everyone that you're connected to has good intentions for you. And you have to know that. Is what I say? Treat your connection like a business. You know when you got a doctor will tell doctor warm to you and give you a prescription, and you come out of your office and you go to the pharmaceutical and get where you get a move. And so you have to treat people. It's sad to say, it is what it is. Business. Talk and get yourself in trouble. I have been there. I am tired of that. I must learn my lesson.
Words are permanent. Reputation is fragile.
Yes.
And silence is cheap. But here's the real secret. When you speak less,
Thank you,
people
Inten.
start listening more.
True.
Your silence becomes anticipation.
Sure.
Your presence becomes tension.
Sure.
Your words become impact. Your character becomes myth.
True.
Marcus Aurelius wrote, The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. But your mouth, it stains your reputation. In a world addicted to...
They told you your mouth is like a two-edged sword. It's true, they told you your tongue is like a two-edged sword. There is life and death in the tongue. And most of the time, we are kill ourselves. Nobody now kill we. And we are do it. It's a time and place for everything. And this is what I learned. There are some things you must be willing to take to the grave with you. You get what I say? There are some things I'm still learning. I'm still working on self. I'm still becoming. You get what I say? Working on self how to control my emotions. You must discipline yourself. It is very serious. That's why you're here. That's why you're still here. It's not because of the good that you do why you're still here. Come on. It's because it's because you're still on the journey. There's work to be done on yourself. And working on self, that's how you're going to help others. You get what I'm saying? Working on yourself and becoming the person, the best version of yourself, I say you're going to transform life. 15 years ago, maybe I would be attracting all the people I'm attracting now. Of course not. Of course, I was still a nice, conscious person, good energy, good intention. People take on to me. But I wouldn't be like attracting these high vibrational people around me who was worked on self and still working on self. It's because I'm working on myself where I'm at now. So, you know what I'm saying? So, congratulations to me. So, yeah, experience teaches wisdom. Come on, let's go. Listen, you must do the work.
To attention, you become powerful by withholding yours. In a world full of noise, you become respected by choosing silence. In a world of talkers, leaders are the ones who wait, think, and strike with precision. Now ask yourself, how much of my life has been damaged because I spoke too soon? How many opportunities did I lose because I revealed too much? How many enemies...
I will fix it all. I am fixing it. Right now, I am paying the price. I am paying the price right now because I talk a little bit too soon. I will correct it. I am correcting it.
Were created because I couldn't keep quiet. And now imagine the opposite. What happens when you become harder to read? What happens when your silence makes people second-guess themselves? What happens when your words become rare, but heavy? You become dangerous. You become respected. You become unforgettable. Behavior 3. You walk away without explaining yourself. This is the one behavior that terrifies people more than anger, more than confrontation, more than shouting. Walking away without explaining a single thing. There is a moment in every powerful person's life when they finally realize this truth. You don't win battles by arguing.
No.
You win by walking away, silently, without explaining a single thing. That's the moment people begin to fear you. Most people cannot handle silence.
True.
They cannot handle distance.
No.
They cannot handle the feeling of being cut off without closure. But you walk away like it costs you nothing, and that terrifies them. Let me ask you this. How many times did someone disrespect you, and instead of arguing, you simply stood up, looked at them, and left? No shouting, no dramatic exit, no emotional speech about how they hurt you, just silence. And in that silence, they finally saw your value. Because when you don't explain yourself, you force people to sit alone with their guilt, their insecurity, their fear of losing access to you. Machiavelli understood this deeply. He wrote, "Men forget the death of their father sooner than the loss of their inheritance." What does that mean? People only value what they think they're about to lose. And when you walk away without a word, you become the inheritance they can't replace. Let me paint the scene for you. You're talking to someone who takes you for granted. They interrupt you. They mock you. They question your worth. They forget what you've done. A weaker person would beg to be understood. They would explain their intentions. They would justify their actions. But you don't explain. You don't clarify. You don't defend. You simply leave. And right after you disappear, the panic begins. What did I do? Is he angry? Is he done with me? Did I cross a line? They replay the moment over and over, trying to decode your silence. Your absence becomes louder than any argument could ever be. Because this is the truth. People respect distance more than words. They respect boundaries more than explanations. They respect silence more than begging. Walking away is not weakness, it's strategy. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And nothing is more freeing than refusing to explain your worth to someone who doesn't see it. Let me take it deeper. Every time you explain yourself, you make yourself smaller. You give the other person power. You put your value up for debate. But when you walk away, you end the debate permanently.
Tragedy.
They don't get to vote on your worth anymore.
Castle.
Let me give you an example. You're confronted with unfair judgment. Someone accuses you of something you didn't do. Someone twists your intentions. Someone tries to pull you into emotional chaos. The average person defends endlessly, trying to prove themselves. But you don't defend. You don't plead your case. You don't educate them on who you are.
Thank you, baby.
Because anyone who misunderstands you on purpose doesn't deserve access to your truth. Silence becomes your answer. Leaving becomes your statement. And that...
Miss Universe says she wanted to hear this message today. Yes, I am happy to share it. Aligraman, big up yourself. I'm happy to share this one. Miss Universe, big up. I need to hear this today. Yes, very powerful. I needed to hear it myself. I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. Because we as a people, guess what? We talk too much. We feel like we must react to everything. Like, you know, like you see a post or you post a post and you think people must react. Or if you see every post on your social media, not because they're your friends, you have to react. What if what they put out, it don't line up with your consciousness? You know, I would not like it. I would not like it. Yeah? And that don't mean that I don't like you. I just don't like what you're expressing. It's not in my line. We not because people have expectations of you, you should be confounded. Come on now. Speako, I need to hear this as well. I need to be stronger and firmer. DJ Grace, you are a master and you must work on yourself to become. Because your work has just begun. They have seen nothing yet. Because I've gotten some... shut your mouth. Play the clip.
Is what makes people fear losing you. Because walking away shows you are not attached. You are not dependent. You are not desperate. You are replaceable to no one, but willing to replace everyone. Here's the harsh truth no one admits. People don't listen when you explain. They listen when you leave. They listen when your silence stabs deeper than any words ever could. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Meaning, don't mirror their chaos. Don't mirror their disrespect. Don't mirror their emotional instability. Rise above it. Walk away from it. Let your silence shame them. Now ask yourself this, and be honest. How many people would still be in your life right now if you had stopped explaining and simply walked away sooner? How many problems would have ended quicker? How much peace would you have gained? How much self-respect would you have saved? Walking away is not giving up. Walking away is choosing yourself, choosing your dignity, choosing your mind over their chaos. But here's the real power move. Walking away without closure.
Oh, look at Algerman comments. Big up yourself, Paul. Truly, sister, I appreciate you for your work. If you knew the part you put me in. This is what I like to see, yo. These things keep me motivated to keep coming back to do the work. Whatever work you're doing, you must put your best in. And I'm telling you, I am delighted this rising. That is why I told you, you must be obedient to the Spirit. The Spirit says, don't go in no kitchen today. Come and sit down and eat your breakfast right in front, right in your studio. Play something for the people and eat and talk. Teach and learn. Yeah, because it's a certain message. It requires different space. Yes, what I say? Sometime in the kitchen because you are busy cooking, moving away from the camera, you know. But when you give your undivided attention, I'm like, okay, let me not eat anything in the kitchen. Let me rush up and play something and sit and talk and listen and interact, teach and learn. I know. You must listen to the Spirit. Be obedient. These little simple things, they're very important. When you're on the mission, you listen to me. Hey, you're not of your own, you know. Not because you have the free will to do what you have to do. Remember, the free will come with prices. Hey, the free will come with prices. Oh, and a lot of you are not ready for it. So just do the right thing. Come.
Without warning, because closure is a privilege, and not everyone deserves it. If this hit you hard, if you've carried the weight of over-explaining, trying to be understood, trying to prove you're worth staying for, then drop this in the comments. I walk away now. Behavior 4. You don't break under pressure or staring eyes. There is a moment that reveals who a person truly is. Not when life is calm, not when things are easy, but when every eye in the room is on you, waiting to see if you'll break. Most people collapse under pressure. They panic, their hands shake, their voice cracks, their confidence dies in front of witnesses. But you're different. When pressure hits, you don't fold, you freeze the world.
Because me call king in our place.
Let me ask you something. Have you noticed how people get intimidated when you stay calm while things fall apart? How their voice gets shaky while yours...
This lesson right now remind me of certain people that I'm connected to. And I see how them articulate themselves. You see me I say? Yeah, man, it make me go back into myself and look and say, boy, some of these people, I connect to them in alignment, I put in the work, you know. We learn from each other, you know. No matter how much you think you know, we're still learning from each other, I'm telling you. Because I may put in the work in certain areas that you may not yet. And it's very encouraging for you. And you realize that you need to do work in that area, or you may master in some area that I'm not. And that would help me to, you know, continue putting in the work so I can become. Yeah, man. So respect to the people who are putting in the work. You see it. We'll go and put in the work, my chargy.
Remain steady. That's because stillness under pressure is not normal. It's power. And people fear power they cannot match. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince must always appear composed in the face of adversity." He didn't say be composed. He said appear composed, because people judge what they see, not what you feel. Let me paint a scene. You're in a room. Tension is rising. People are arguing, pointing fingers, raising voices. All eyes turn to you, waiting for your reaction, waiting to see if you'll panic like they would. But you don't. Your breathing stays slow. Your face stays unbothered. Your voice stays clean and sharp. Your posture doesn't shift an inch. And suddenly, the entire room recalibrates. Because when one man remains calm, everyone else feels exposed. Your calm highlights their chaos. Your control exposes their insecurity. Your composure makes them question their own mind. People don't fear your strength. They fear their weakness in your presence, Marcus Aurelius said. If you are distressed...
Yes, that's true. Not even the big C can condition you. Sometimes you find yourself ill or you're diagnosed with certain illnesses, and them the time put in the work. You see what I say? Because as me always say, a one sickness and it's mental illness. You see what I say? Because no matter how you heal, you can't heal yourself. Been there, done that. And millions and thousands of people have done it. You get what I say? It doesn't matter what the doctor tell you say. And Paul, big up yourself. It's definitely a place and time for everything. Everything. And I believe, keep the youth in you alive. You get what I'm saying? Keep that youth within you alive. Never destroy that for anybody. You get what I'm saying? Alright. And say that to say this, remember age is just a number. And it's place and time for everything. Everything a place and time in. You see me?
Just by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but your estimate of it. Meaning, pressure is an illusion, one you no longer fall for.
Pressure
You mastered
illusion.
something most people never even attempt. Emotional neutrality under fire.
Pressure is an illusion. I am so, Cast of the Valley, I am so glad for all my challenges, because if it wasn't for the challenges that I overcome, the challenges that I face and overcome, I could be sitting here talking to you. You think I don't go through real-time challenges? You know, Castle, real life challenges, real, in every aspect. 360 challenge, relationship, spirituality, finance, your physical. I go through all of it. Is what I say. But as Jablis says, when say in the time of difficulty lies opportunity. So you must always see the light at the tunnel in any situation. You get what I say? You must see the light at the end of the tunnel in any situation. After the battle, the reward to become goal, you have to go through the fire. You have to know these things. This is life. How you think you're going to become? You get me? So I don't worry myself too much. No, sir. Worry about what? I just get a phone call a while ago. Because I direct my focus in the area, because there's an area where I take some focus off. Because I realize that it is more than, it's out of my control. So this rising, I intentionally put the focus there, and I said to myself, it's time. And I got a phone call just now. So you can call that discipline, because I took my attention from that, because I realized it's out my power, and focus on things that is within my control. You get what I say? So I'm proud of myself for that, because every day I realize that I am my reality creator. As Buju says, I want to rule my destiny. Buju know him I talk about. And we are the creator. Everything happening in your reality is you create it. And if it's not you create it, that means that is either you create it unknowingly, or someone is creating your reality for you, because someone is in control of your mind. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have to make sure that you in control of your own mind. Anything where the life for me I live right now, and me I navigate it. Anything me I do now, that's what me want to do. I see somebody come in my inbox with their audacity. Why you putting the star on your forehead? You are welcoming forces. I said those forces is me. Those forces is me, and me are those forces is. Because any frequency may vibrate, those are the forces I am inviting in my space because of my consciousness. But if you don't find yourself and you're not on the frequency, then me understand that. So it's not even for me to argue with you, because if I argue with you, I'll be worse than you. You get what I'm saying? Can you ever still remember saying, even though we can make conscious decisions, we are not of our own. Spirit work through us. Yeah, and you see us right now, and also our ancestors used to articulate themselves. They never dress like how we dress now. They never talk like how we talk now. They never move like how we move now. But when you're in alignment, you realize that there's forces that work through you. Sometimes you wonder what go on. Are your old bad ancestors them? Just embrace it and watch no face, because you're free. Play the clip, yeah? You see it?
Fire. Let's take it deeper. Pressure reveals who is built for leadership and who is built to follow.
Fiction and
Watch
lies
what
become
happens in
100.
a crisis.
You see it,
Don't
man?
panic. The emotional react, but the powerful, they observe. They calculate.
Yes, Cast of
they
the Valley.
respond, not react. Your calm is not emptiness. Your calm is strategy. Your calm tells the world, I am not controlled by chaos. I control myself. This scares people. Because calmness means you're not impulsive, not predictable, not easily manipulated. Let me show you why people fear you under pressure. One, you don't flinch. Most people reveal fear.
I love this. Your silence. It's also indicates that you're not predictable. And truly, really and truly, that's why you see me say these days I'm really celebrating myself in a different way because I've really overcome a lot, especially in the last year. I remember there was a particular person that was prophesying unto me, right? Telling me how me not gonna make it without them. They was speaking all the negativity over my life, but I went inside myself and said no, because the only reason why they could say certain things, because they were, I don't want to say my backbone because I always got me, to be honest, but they knew themselves to be that person who I rely on. It's somewhat, you get what I'm saying? So they thought they have the power, you know, to say certain things or to pull certain strings, but they still don't know everything starts in the mind. Is what I say? It no matter if you're in a situation and you're about to lose everything, because look on life, you're gonna lose everything one day eventually. So don't make because you're in a certain situation, you have to stay in that situation because you feel like you have to go lose it. Do you know it is good to restart? It's always good to restart, you know. Because you see the same mistake where you see the mistake them where you met before, you're not gonna repeat them. You see what I say? You're not gonna repeat them. So nothing wrong with restart. I love a fresh start. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love to restart. I love a fresh start. Because nothing will bring you that great feeling like when you're just fresh in or something. So I don't mind to restart.
You're through micro reactions, but your face stays unreadable. Two, you don't break eye contact. People feel exposed when you look at them like you're reading their soul, because you are.
It's true.
Three, you don't rush your words.
It's true. Me love when I talk to people and them staring at me eye, you know. Me love when I talk to them and staring in your eye. Some people, they can't stare in your eye because they know that they're living a whole entire. Them can't stare in your eye because they might live a lie.
A calm voice under pressure is more threatening than shouting. 4. You don't show your intentions. They don't know what you'll do next, and uncertainty intimidates them. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Pressure didn't damage you, it shaped you. Let me give you a real scenario. Someone confronts you publicly. They expect you to crumble, fall apart, defend yourself desperately. They want to embarrass you, control you, expose you. But instead, you look them dead in the eye. Your face calm, your voice steady, your mind sharp. You answer with precision, or better yet, you answer with silence. The crowd instantly senses the shift. You didn't defend yourself. You dominated without lifting a finger.
Yes.
This is psychological warfare, and you mastered it without realizing it. Now think about this. Why do people fear those who stay calm under pressure? Because chaos is comfortable for the weak. When you refuse to join their chaos, you force them to face their own instability. Your composure highlights their lack of composure. Your discipline highlights their lack of discipline. Your confidence highlights their insecurity. Your very existence becomes a mirror, and they don't like what they see. So they fear you. Here's a hard truth no one will ever say out loud. People don't fear the loudest one in the room. People fear the quiet one watching everything.
True, man, true. Everybody that is here after Teach and Learn, I may run over because I'm supposed to do a special feature at 3. I may run over because I start Teach and Learn late. So everybody that is here, please to come back after Teach and Learn. I'm just going to be setting up for about 15 minutes. Come back after Teach and Learn 15 minutes after I end the live. I'm going to do a special feature for the artist Crucial G God, okay? 1 hour special feature endorsing his songs, and you can get familiar with the artist and check out him music and stuff. Alright, for those who want to teach and learn. Thank you for the support. Alright, let me continue to play this. Teach and learn.
Because the quiet one sees more, thinks deeper, and strikes cleaner. People fear the man who doesn't break under pressure, because they know they would have. Now ask yourself, how many times did staying calm save you? How many times did silence win the battle? How many times did composure turn the tables? And now imagine doubling down on it. Imagine becoming the man who stays unshakable in every situation. Imagine being the one people look to for direction, not because you demanded respect, but because pressure revealed you were the only one strong enough to handle it. A man who stays calm under pressure becomes the standard. A man who stays calm under staring eyes becomes unforgettable. If this hits you hard, drop this in the comments. I don't break. Because from now on, pressure won't expose you. It will reveal you. Behavior 5. You don't need anyone's approval. There is a certain kind of man who walks through the world differently. He doesn't chase validation. He doesn't beg for acceptance. He doesn't shapeshift to fit in. And that man is feared. Not because he threatens people, but because he exposes the truth they're terrified to admit. Most people cannot breathe without approval. But you can. Let me ask you something. How many decisions in your life were made out of fear of judgment? How many dreams did you shrink because someone raised an eyebrow? How many times did you stay silent because you didn't want to disappoint anyone? Now, imagine never doing that again. Imagine moving through the world with the confidence of someone who does not need to be liked, loved, or understood. That level of independence is rare, and rare things are feared. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." He wasn't talking about cruelty. He was talking about independence. If people's approval builds your confidence, their rejection can destroy it. But if your confidence comes from within, nothing can touch it. Let me paint a scene. You walk into a room. Everyone is trying to impress everyone. Laughing too loudly, speaking too much, trying to look important. You walk in calm, silent, grounded. You're not performing. You're not begging for attention. You're not adjusting yourself to be accepted. And instantly, people notice you. Why? Because independence is magnetic. People gravitate toward the person who doesn't need them. Here's the psychological truth. When you don't seek approval, your value increases. People treat you differently because your energy tells them, "I don't need anything from you." And nothing intimidates people more than a man who is impossible to manipulate. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good," meaning your worth comes from you, not from applause. Most people fear losing approval. You fear losing yourself. That's why you can walk away while others cling. That's why you can be alone while others collapse in isolation. That's why people talk about you, even when you say nothing. Because when a man doesn't need approval, he becomes unpredictable. And unpredictable men are powerful. Let's go deeper. Approval is a chain. It dictates how you dress, how you speak, who you date, what dreams you pursue, what risks you avoid. But the moment you stop caring about external validation, you break the chain. You start walking your real path, not the one people drew for you. You stop explaining. You stop convincing. You stop dimming your ambition to make others feel safe. You become someone others cannot control. Seneca said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Meaning, if you try to please everyone, you belong to no one, not even yourself. Now let me give you a scene you've lived before. You tell someone your idea, your dream, your plan, and they look at you with doubt, skepticism, a smirk, and suddenly, you shrink. You feel embarrassed. You question yourself, but think about it. If you need their approval to begin, you'll need their permission to continue, and eventually, you'll need their validation to feel worthy. That is slavery. Self-built slavery. But when you stop needing approval, their doubt doesn't matter. Their judgment doesn't matter. Their jealousy doesn't matter. Their misunderstanding doesn't matter. You stop living to be accepted. You start living to be aligned with yourself. Watch how people react when you do this. Some will respect you instantly. Some will hate you quietly. Some will talk behind your back because they can't influence you. Some will follow you because they want what you have, a backbone. But every single one of them will feel something around you. Because independence is a presence, a pressure, a silent statement of self-worth. Here's a harsh truth you need to swallow. People don't fear the man who is loved. They fear the man who can walk away from love and still remain whole. People don't fear the man who wants approval. They fear the man who creates approval. People don't fear the man who blends in. They fear the man who stands alone. If this hits you deeply, comment this right now. I need no approval. Because from this moment on, your confidence won't come from applause. It won't come from compliments. It won't come from being chosen. It won't come from being accepted. It will come from you. And the man who approves of himself is the man the world eventually respects. Behavior 6. You set boundaries instantly and without apology. There is a moment in every relationship or friendship where someone tests you. A joke that goes too far. A boundary they assume you won't enforce.
Well, I'm a DJ. But I'm there, I'm a belly full, I feel nice. Woo!
Weak men ignore it. Average men explain themselves. But powerful men, they cut it right there. Instantly, without apology. Without softening the blow. And that is why people secretly fear you. Most people avoid this because they want to be liked. You do it because you want to be respected. And that is exactly why people quietly fear you. Let me ask you something. How many times have you let something slide because you didn't want to make things awkward? How many times did someone cross a line and you laughed it off, even though it bothered you? How many times did you let people disrespect you because you didn't want to cause problems? Now think about this. Did any of those people become better? Did they change? Did they suddenly respect you? No. They saw your silence as weakness, and they acted accordingly. Here's a harsh truth. Every time you fail to set a boundary, you teach people how to mistreat you. Let me paint a scene. Someone makes a disrespectful joke. Everyone laughs. They look at you, waiting to see your reaction. Most people smile awkwardly. Most people pretend it's fine. Most people swallow their discomfort. But you look them straight in the eyes and say, "Don't do that again." The room freezes because nobody expects you to defend yourself without anger, without raising your voice, without hesitation. You don't need noise to prove your point. Your tone is enough. Your presence is enough. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right,
Yes,
do
sir.
not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. And if it is not respectful, you do not accept it." Let me show you why boundaries scare people. 1. Boundaries expose.
Alright, this clip has 15 more minutes leave, okay? 15 more minutes and then we're going to wrap up Teach and Learn and then we're going to do the special feature. What a beautiful message. I feel good. How you lot feeling? You lot feeling good? Feeling alright? Yeah, great message.
Power imbalances. The moment you say stop, you reveal who was benefiting from your silence. 2. Boundaries remove manipulation. A manipulator needs you confused, compliant, and unsure. A boundary shatters that. 3. Boundaries make people confront themselves. And most people can't handle their own reflection. That is why they fear you. Because you don't hesitate. Because you don't soften your words to protect feelings. Because you don't shrink yourself to maintain harmony. Difficult people hate boundaries because boundaries reveal their intentions. Now let me go deeper. People test you all the time. Not always consciously. Sometimes to see how far they can push. Sometimes to see what you tolerate. Sometimes to see if you are the type of person they can take advantage of. But when you respond instantly, with clarity, "No, don't speak to me like that. I'm not doing that. This conversation is over. I'm leaving." They learn everything they need to know about you. Not weak, not naive, not scared, not malleable, strong, self-respecting, in control of yourself and your environment. Seneca said, "You must live for yourself or you will never live at all." Boundaries are how you live for yourself. Let me paint another scene, because this is the one most people avoid. Someone asks you for something unreasonable. Your time, your money, your energy, your attention, your loyalty, your patience. Most people say yes, not because they want to, but because they're scared to say no. You say, no, that doesn't work for me. And suddenly, their mask slips. Their tone changes. Their body language shifts. Why? Because they were counting on your fear, but you didn't give it to them. People fear the person who cannot be pressured, because pressure is how they control the world. Let me hit you with the truth you already know, but never said out loud. People don't get mad when you set boundaries. They get mad when your boundaries stop them from using you. And the moment you realize this, you become unstoppable. A man without boundaries becomes a tool. A man with boundaries becomes a force. So here is your reflection moment. How many problems in your life came from what you allowed? How much stress was created by the things you didn't say? How many times did your silence cost you peace? Now flip it. What happens when you commit to boundaries? When you protect your time? When you protect your energy? When you stop explaining yourself? When you stop tolerating disrespect? People start treating you differently. Your relationships change. Your environment changes. Your life becomes smaller but stronger, quieter but safer, colder but cleaner. And the people who remain, they respect you far more than the ones who left, because boundaries don't chase people away. They filter them. Behavior 7. You walk away from anyone who threatens your peace. There is a moment in every relationship where you feel it. A shift, a tone, a comment, a subtle disrespect, a crack in the energy that tells you instantly, this person is not good for my peace. Most people ignore that moment. They stay, they explain, they hope, they negotiate with disrespect, thinking it will magically turn into love or loyalty. But powerful people, they don't wait for the damage. They walk away before the explosion, cold, silent, and that is the behavior that terrifies people the most. Because walking away without emotion is the one move they can never control. Let me ask you something. How many times have you stayed where you weren't valued because you didn't want to look rude? How many times did you lower your standards to keep someone who never deserved you? And what did it cost you? Your peace, your time, your confidence, your sanity. Walking away is not weakness. It is the highest form of power. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Walking away is exactly that. You stop trying to change people, control people, win people. You reclaim your mind. Let me paint you a scene. You're arguing with someone who doesn't want the truth. They want victory. They want ego. They want chaos. Most people fight back. They shout. They escalate. They give their energy to someone who thrives on draining it. But you stop talking. You step back. You leave. And suddenly, they panic. Why? Because your silence hits harder than any insult. Your absence is louder than any argument. Walking away exposes them. It forces them to face their own behavior. People who rely on your reaction cannot survive your absence. Here's the brutal truth. If someone threatens your peace, you owe them nothing. Not closure, not explanations, not a final conversation, not one last chance. Peace is expensive. Stop giving discounts. Seneca said, associate with those who will make a better man of you. He didn't say fix them. He didn't say wait for them to improve. He said choose people who elevate you. Everyone else, distance. Another scene. Imagine someone who constantly drains you. Emotionally, mentally, financially. You try to help. You try to understand. You try to fix them. But the truth is, they don't want fixing. They want access. They want a place to dump their chaos.
Yes.
One day you stop responding. You stop being available.
Yes.
You stop carrying their weight. And watch what happens. Suddenly you're selfish. But they never cared when you were drained.
Yes.
They only care now because your energy is no longer theirs to consume.
Yes.
That is what peace thieves hate the most. Losing access. Machiavelli said, never was anything great achieved without danger. The danger he's talking about here is internal. The danger of letting the wrong people stay in your life. The danger of tolerating chaos because you fear being alone. The danger of sacrificing your peace for temporary company. Walking away is the cure. Let's go even deeper. There are 3 types of people you must walk away from
2 more
immediately.
minutes.
Those who disrespect you once and call it a joke. They're testing the limits of what they can get away with. Fail that test once, and they will repeat it forever. If you always leave tired, and they always leave satisfied, you're in the wrong room. Those who get angry when you decide to choose yourself, they weren't benefiting you. They were benefiting from you.
Yeah.
And here's the harshest part. The sooner you walk away from these people, the sooner your life rises. But most people stay too long. They hope it gets better. They wait for change. They ignore their instincts. Your instincts never lied. Your hope did. Now think back on your life. How many times did your peace whisper leave and you didn't listen? And what did you get for staying? Pain you could have avoided. Wounds you could have escaped. Lessons you didn't need. Now flip it. What happens if you walk away the moment someone becomes a threat to your peace? You become untouchable. Your mind gets sharper. Your focus becomes lethal. Your energy becomes sacred. And your presence becomes valuable. Because people fear losing someone who values their peace more than their approval. If this hit you hard, drop this in the comments. My peace is final. The world doesn't fear the loud man. It fears the man who walks away without a word. Because that man has nothing left to lose and everything to protect. If this message hit you in the chest, don't keep it for yourself. Someone in your circle is drowning right now, and this truth might save them. Share it. Like the video. Subscribe. This isn't entertainment. This is evolution. I'll see you in the next video.
Big up to the person that took their time to upload a video like this. You see me I say? We have to big up the people who want to do the groundwork. You see me I say? Yeah man. Yeah, so we can have access to the information, the knowledge. So big up to anybody who upload this. Big up yourself, DJ Grace, for broadcasting this. Big up the people who tune in and receiving the message. You see what I say? Yeah man. You can't go to the bakery and just give the cashier or the person will serve your thanks, you know. You have to remember the man at the kitchen, you have to remember the baker too, though. You can't just stop at the baker. You have to remember those who make the flour. You know, not true. And that's where I'm at. Grateful. We go straight back to source. You see me I say? Yeah man. It's all energy, frequency and vibration. You see you, Paul? I don't know what you're up to, you know, brother. I don't know what you're up to, you know. Every day you want to ask me a question and you ask me a question and I answer you and you still come back with more question. I think this clip should answer every question that arises in you still. You see it, Paul? I think this lesson when I come with this rising trying to answer all the questions you have to ask I and I. Because to be honest, you've been on this platform for a couple months well. So any question you're about to ask me, you already know the answer. But you just want to hear what me have to say though. Anything come to your mind, that's the answer, yeah? You tune into my platform for months. So you tune into the frequency. So anything you want to ask, you already know the answer. I don't have to open my mouth and tell you nothing. Wow, I can't tell you a lie though. Anything you feel, that's the answer. Big up the people in Pan Teach and Learn right now. The wise one, big up yourself. Castle of the Valley, big up yourself. Big up Cosmical King and I Place. Everybody we're in the place, big up on yourself. You get what I'm saying? So alright. You see me talk, see Paul jump off there. That's what I'm doing every day, you know. As I tell you, say you have to be very vigilant of the people that come around you, the people that come around you. They are not really a part of the movement. And certain times I will block a set of people and next time I just let some people stay for a while just to see if them way have a different kind of mindset. So I'm gonna block them because I realize that them not really mean bad, but they are a part of like they're a part of the distraction. You see me I say, but them want the word, you know, so sometimes I'm gonna block them. Yeah, so anytime Paul come and ask me a question and I give him the answer, like reply to him like this and jump off of the line, he will be coming back. You see what I say? And that's how we have to keep them to come back as well. Because there is something that he's searching for, and I think I have that. I think I have what he need. But what he wants and desire, he will never have through me. But what he needs, which I know, is the knowledge. That's why I don't block him, because he keep coming back. You get me? So you have to pay attention to the people that come around you. If they are not pouring into you or plug into you and help you to become the best version of yourself, yes, I say, if they're not a part of the movement, it doesn't matter who they are. Yes, I say, or what they plan to bring to the table. If they are not there with you frequency-wise, you know it's time for you to let go. Unless you don't care about your mission or your spirituality. But as long as you care about your mission and your spirituality, you have to do the right thing, don't it? Just be vigilant, man. Be vigilant. A lot of people come around here, they're wearing masks. You see what I say? Pretending like they're with you, they're a part of the movement. You see what I say? A person will come around you and stay around you as long as it takes. As long as it takes to get access to you, to take you down, they will stay around. And have to pay attention to the different energies. They come around and seem so innocent, but really and truly they are not. And if you're spiritual, they can pick up that something is not right. When they come in your presence, you will feel it. A person that come around you and not endorsing you and not pouring into you is what I say, it's not a part of your movement. And if they are not a part of your movement, if they are not working for you or with you, they're working against you, literally. There's no two way to it. If a person is not working with you, they might work against you. I just some is life. Because if you depend on the part of righteousness and them are come around you and them not be a part of the movement, then why are you here? You know them kind of way there? And I have to pay attention. Anyways, I'm coming back on in the next 15 minutes, which is 3:30. I'm just going to, set up my studio back and thing and come back. You know what I'm saying? 1 hour special feature for the artist, Crucial G God. So big up everybody in the place. Thank you. This little clip here will be uploaded on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, Teach and Learn. Also DJ Grace Took Off Boss. Also QQ and CKI360 Productions. I have another channel called Soulmates Connection Show, which I'm coming back with that show where people can call in and you get what I'm saying, but I will tell you more about that. 8 o'clock UK time will be the endorsement of DJ Grace Songs and QQ and CK Productions. So have yourself a beautiful day. Catch you back in the next couple of minutes. Big up to the Cosmical King in I place anywhere you sit down or stand up. Big up to everybody on Facebook, TikTok. The Wise One, you've been tapping the screen for the longest while. Why you tap away, big up yourself, you're a real tapper, 33,000 likes. Thank you, The Wise One. I really, those little fingers, everybody who tap and send gift, let your food basket will never be empty. Everybody that tap the screen, those little fingers will do great things. I'll see you back in the next couple of minutes. Thank you.